In truth, I mean, it's necessary, partially, but mostly what's really the underlying situation is that the police and the people, they haven't addressed the people. So you have to address the people in order to get anything fixed. They hadn't addressed the people. Tonight they let us come in.
This is the
Me and
Portland
two other
Police Bureau.
gentlemen. We went and sat down with the chief of the police and the lieutenant and another gentleman from the
area now, or you will be subject to use of
division.
force.
They had a lot of questions. They had a few questions. A lot of stuff, of course, we couldn't get done because everything was happening. They took us directly from the protest into the building. And so a lot of stuff didn't get talked about, but they did say that they were willing to set, I'm gonna call tomorrow. We can set a date to try to bring the community together with the police, and hopefully our mayor will come out because he has not done a great job at all. Hopefully he'll come out and he will address the people also as well. But the things that had to be addressed, like we said, was the unjust. Just the unjust. It's not just Minneapolis. This is across the country. This is, as I was explaining to the last people, unfortunately for black people, we're POWs in America. We do want to be here, some of us, so we're just not treated fair, and this is not a new thing in the history of America. It's just now hitting that climax, and I believe the pandemic situation has definitely heightened it. Think about it. A lot of these people, you're telling go home at 8 o'clock and they have nowhere to go tomorrow. Nobody has a job. 90% of the country is shut down, and you want people to go home? At this point, this is funner than sitting in your living room. You know, it's just, and so you don't pour gasoline on a fire like that. And Ted Wheeler, that's all he did in that situation, in my opinion. A lot of these, when I came down here, it was a large protest. It was super peaceful. Let me say that those people are very peaceful. You have a small group of people around here that have mixed with these protesters who are trying to cause their own tyranny. They have their own agenda. Has nothing to do with these protesters, and these protesters are actually getting the reaction to that, and some of them are reacting to the reaction that happened to them. That's right. So that's one of the things that I don't think a lot of people understand. When we came, I had a protest. One of the antagonizers tried to give me something to throw at the police, and I'm like, no, I don't. We're not. That's not what we're doing. We're trying to do something peaceful. But we're here officially because of the brother who was murdered, and because of Ahmaud Arbery, and because of Khalil Castile, just all the black people, Trayvon Martin, so many black people you can name, Emmett Till. We're here for that. A lot of this is what that is, pent up emotion from so long ago. But as you guys are out here tonight, y'all see the reason why you don't see a large black population coming out supporting is because we have a 3% black population in Oregon. So because of that, you're not going to see us come out in those numbers. So you see a lot of other different ethnic backgrounds out here. A lot of them are here because they do care. But then you have another sector of groups that have their own agendas. So I would just say as people are watching or coming down to protest, keep your protest peaceful, go home early, get up out the way of the other tyranny stuff, and let that be treated as it needs to be treated. But don't mix with those people, and don't bring the violence, because it's not about violence. It's really about conversation and diplomacy. That's what we need right now. And our community has nobody to speak for us.